In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lakers leading by 22. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston, McHale is out there with Parrish. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. And here is McHale. Johnson with the block.
Tell you what, the long arms and great wingspan of Johnson, well used and suited for the shot denial.
Scott dishes to Johnson. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Clark, some G-League salaries on the rise due to two-way contracts.
Yeah, and I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Havlicek. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Shaq's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Johnson outside. Outside Bryant. From 13. Rebounded by the Celtics. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Havlicek, the pass to Kuzi. Havlicek against West. 18 feet out, and it goes down 2 points.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
Johnson finds Bryant. Back to Johnson. To the inside. Mikan. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And that one's good from Havlicek.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Pass to West, takes a 3. Parrish grabs the board.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
From about 16, and there's Jerry West on the assist from Kobe. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And another basket for Boston.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Los Angeles leading by 22. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Johnson, back to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
O'Neal's gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Kicks it to Havlicek. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's against Bryant. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that. And for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
Boston again missing.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Here's O'Neal, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from O'Neal.
And O'Neal, clearly one of the biggest human beings you'll ever see. A mammoth of a man. About a seventh of a ton. And yet, unstoppable.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Out to West. With social media providing instantaneous news, Clark, players have to really watch what they say now. I mean, before they hit the send button.
Yeah, you got to pause before you peck, and you got to pause before you post. That's one of the things I would tell.
Well said. Well said.
That's what I would tell guys when I was talking about this landscape that they're in. Heavily scrutinized. And to the NBA players' credit, they've done a great job with social media. They're very visible. They're very accessible. They're well connected to the community through their platforms. But you do have to exercise some caution in how you go about your social media profile.
And that one falls for Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, West.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
White against Scott. The pass to Cowan. Allen left side. 3 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. West outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.